All right, hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. Second series today, we are going to be doing option of either some lunges to a high knee, or if you have anything sturdy that you want to do a step up on, I'm going to be using this end table to step up on, step stools, boxes, benches. Obviously use with caution to make sure that whatever you choose to use at home allows you to be safe. All right, we're going to start down on the floor. We're gonna warm up our wrists a little bit, and then we'll do a little bit of stretching from down on the floor before we get into our first circuit. There'll be a little bit of some glute activation, some glute bridges in the first circuit. Not a little bit, there'll be a lot of glute activation. So if you want to use a band for that, you can have that available. But for right now, we're just gonna go palms down, walk those fingers in towards you, and we're just gonna gently lean back and start to rock side to side. Just have some awareness here of your midline, midsection, kind of just gently pulling the belly button in so you don't overarch in that back. And just make some nice circular patterns. If it feels better to turn those fingers in towards one another, and then we'll circle from there. There you go. 2 to 3 circles, one direction, then when you're ready, take it around the other way. Very good. From there, go ahead and kneel if you're comfortable to do so. Come off the hands and just gently shake out the wrist. From there, we'll roll them around into some circles and roll them back. Very nice. Last one, you're going to take the back sides of the hands, so palms away from each other, place them against one another, and then gently drop those elbows down. Lengthen through the spine as you do so, shoulders back and down. Kind of pull that chin in. And go ahead and release. All right, for our breathing this morning or this afternoon, we're gonna do some cat-cows. Get some good mobility through the mid-back while we also work to just kind of expand our lungs a little bit with air. So we're gonna take a nice wide handprint, go ahead and place the knees just underneath the hips. And you're going to start with a gentle exhale, rounding the body, pulling the belly button in, dropping the head down. And then when you're ready on the inhale, you'll gently arch, pull the shoulders back, lift the head. We'll go about 5 cycles here. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, lift. See if you're comfortable to breathe in the nose and then gently out the mouth. Go ahead and take it through about 3 more cycles on your own. On that exhale, just a little bit longer than you normally would. And then back to that inhale, lengthening as you arch, lifting the head. Let's go 1 more cycle. Exhale, tuck in. And inhale, gently lift and arch. Good. From there, we're going to bring the toes together, divide the knees, and just gently rock those hips back, coming into a little child's position here, lowering the head down. Take some nice deep breaths into the backside, and also think about trying to send the breath into the lateral aspect of your ribs and lungs. Trying to expand out the sides, and then on the exhale, a little bit closer to the floor. So 1 more here. And exhale. Very nice. Go ahead and come up out of there. We're going to go into our quadruped hip rock, and then we'll move into our first circuit. So toes or knees together, hands underneath the shoulders, and with the knees together, we'll gently bring the hips to one side. And then up and across, same thing other way. And protecting the back here, making sure that you're not arching the back as you stretch the side of the hips and lower back. And release when you're ready. Very nice. From here, if you do want to use the band, we're going to go ahead and get those. And we're going to make our way on to our low back. We'll be doing a minute of glute bridges. Rounds 2 and 3, I'll have the option if you want to elevate the feet on the couch or a box or a chair for, call it like a box or bench hamstring curl. After the double leg glute bridges, we're going to go into a minute of our dead bugs, lying on our back, working our midline. And then we'll have a single leg glute bridge, 30 seconds on the left and 30 seconds on the right. We'll start with that double leg. So band around the thighs if you'd like, gradually making your way down to the back. Pull those shoulders back and down, feet about hip width apart. And when you're ready, 2, 1, we'll just start nice and gradual here, rolling the low back into the floor and gradually start to lift those hips up and forward. If you're using that band, gently keeping some outward pressure on the band. Down and relax. And like I said, we're going to spend a whole minute here just waking up the backside, not so much worrying about speed here, but just waking up the body, trying to really squeeze the muscles of the glutes. As you start to get a little higher with your bridge, give some attention to your neck and upper spine. Chin in. It's going to help lengthen out that back side of the neck. Good. Just over halfway, about 20 seconds left. Even without the band, just gently driving the knees out as you bridge the hips. Very good. Let's go one more. Finish that rep and then go ahead and relax. You are going to need to take the band off the legs if you're using it for those dead bugs. All right. You have enough space here that you can extend the arms, extend the legs. We're going to lie on the back, arms and legs straight up in the air. And then with some awareness of the midline, when you're ready, you're going to take your left leg and extend while you reach your right arm up to overhead. Pulling them up and together. And then same thing other side. Elongate, reach, stretch, and pulling them up together. Very good. So the whole time through, I'm like bracing this midline. So I'm actively trying to push that low back into the floor. I like to imagine like a little whoopee cushion underneath the small of my back. I'm trying to keep that whoopee cushion flat the whole time. Good, that's halfway. And helps you for the breathing. I breathe in as I reach, and then exhale as I pull them up and together. So as I stretch those legs long, I'm breathing in through my nose, and then gently out through the mouth as I bring them up. A couple more each side. Very good. 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Just kind of readjust as needed. We're going to go into that single leg bridge next. So readjust those shoulders. Make sure they're set back and down. You're going to bend the legs, feet flat. We're going to start with the right leg elevated straight up in the air. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift up through the left and then lower back down. It's a little bit different than with glute bridge march we did earlier in the week. We're just going to be bridging on one leg and lowering straight down. Good. So you're pushing through the heel into the floor, and I'm also gently bracing through my upper body here with the arms out to the side. Palms are placed down. Push as I lift. Down and relax. Fantastic. 1 or 2 more. Up. Trying to hold. Relax. And last one. And rest. Fantastic. Same thing, opposite leg. Switch it up. And 2, 1. Here we go. So here the breathing for me as I exhale, as I push into that bridge. Inhale to lower. Good. Kind of keep those hips level the whole way through. Fantastic. 10 seconds. Very nice. Drive it high, control it down, and rest. Fantastic. Go ahead and roll over onto your stomach for a moment. I'm going to give a little break to those hip flexions with a couple up dogs. So hands beneath the shoulders, chin in, a little more of cobra up dog, whichever you prefer. Just lengthening through the spine as you lift up, squeeze the glutes, pulling those shoulders back and down. Go between 3 and 5 here, and then we're going to take it back over for the double leg glute bridge of round 2. Here's the option if you want to elevate those feet, make a little bit more of a hamstring curl action. Very good. Feel free to just momentarily drop back into a little bit of a modified child's pose position. Dropping the head through towards the floor, and then we'll take it back around. We're going to start here in 20 seconds for round 2. So I'm going to put the band back on the legs. Make my way back to the floor and I'm gonna elevate the feet. So either keep both feet flat or feel free to elevate. Shoulders back and down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Both legs together. Great time. Go ahead and just close those eyes. Find your rhythm. Very nice. As high as you can bridge those hips without discomfort into the low back. So sometimes we'll start to get a pinching sensation, and we want to avoid that. So just see where your body wants to go. Very nice. Just over halfway, 30 seconds left. Nice and smooth. Ooh, hello, hamstrings. Driving it up. Pause and lower. Let's go 1 to 2 more. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Fantastic. Band off if you're using it. Round 2 of our dead bugs. Making your way into position. Reset those shoulders back and down, just like a dead bug. Arms and legs straight up in the air, and then when you're ready, opposite arm, opposite leg. Go ahead and extend it back. Trying to fully extend the arm and the leg as you lower. Sometimes our shoulder mobility can be a little bit of a challenge here, but see if you can kind of reach that arm straight back, taking it down towards the floor. You should feel like your abdomen is gently pushing out throughout. I'm going to kind of give you a little gentle, friendly tap in the belly. It'd be some tension there, pushing out against the hand. Very nice. 20 seconds left. So I'm breathing in as I reach. Exhale as I come back to the start. Fantastic. Give me 1 more on each side. Long and controlled, keeping that tension against the floor. And 2, 1, and rest. All right, go ahead and just kind of hug the legs in for a second. Rock yourself side to side. We're getting ready for our single leg glute bridge next. Let's start with that left foot down and right foot up. Starting that first leg in 2, 1. Here we go, driving it up. 30 seconds on each side. Just a momentary pause on the top of that bridge, really pushing that heel down. We're keeping the full foot of that support leg in contact with the floor. A little bit of a brace through that upper body. Wonderful. There you go, 10 seconds. Exhaling as I drive, inhale as I lower, and go ahead and rest. Same thing, opposite foot. Place it down, switching sides. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Try to keep that head as neutral as you can. Good, halfway. A really good lower body workout today. A lot of posterior thigh here. Then we're going to be going into some lunges. A little bit more quad action. 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. We're going to stretch those quads. Speaking of them, in between this set, go ahead and roll over onto your side. Pull one elbow underneath that shoulder and grab that top leg. Go 20 seconds on each side, and then we'll take it into our final round. Just gently drive the thigh back. Ideally looking to get the heel to touch the glute over time as able. And when you're ready, release that side, swing it around. Same thing on the opposite side. Foot, 2, 1, here we go for 20. Quads are one that I really recommend trying to give some attention to at least once a day. If not specifically the quad stretch, kind of doing a little stagger stance, hip flexor stretch, reaching up to overhead and opening up those hips. And go ahead and release there. All right, everybody, we're gonna take it through one final round, starting in 15 seconds. Double leg glute bridge or with the feet elevated. Option of the band. Got a full minute on each. 3, 2, 1, and join us when you're ready. We're gonna go from this glute exercise. Let's make our way back up to our feet. We have some single leg work with either the lunge or the step ups, alternating with an overhead press. We'll be going like a left leg lunge to high knee or a left leg step up. And we'll be doing a left arm overhead press, 30 seconds of each, and then we'll switch and do it on the opposite side. 3 rounds of that. Very nice. We're halfway through our bridges here. Really good to build this back side of the body. Challenge yourself with some body weight, a little extra resistance of the bands when you'd like. Good. Let's get about one more good one, holding at the top. 3, 2, 1, and release. Whew. Fantastic. Slide that band off. And final time on the dead bugs. Make sure you have space to extend the arms and legs. Set those shoulders back and down, arms and legs reaching straight up towards the ceiling, and here we go. One reaches long, gently bracing that abdomen. So sometimes when you're first learning to kind of rock the pelvis back, pull that low back flat to the ground, it's hard to do so without holding your breath. So it kind of takes some practice, learn how to hold that tension. Teaching your body how to hold that spine in a neutral position. Good, breathing in as you stretch long, reaching one foot the opposite leg. Exhale as you bring it back to the start. Over halfway. Very nice. Feel free to kind of like point the toe as you reach that foot long. Beautiful. 1 or 2 more on each side. 10 seconds. And rest when you're ready. Fantastic. Feel free to kind of rock the legs a little bit if you'd like. Single leg glute bridge is next. We're going to be making our way off the ground. All right, left foot, foot flat, arms out to the side, press those palms down. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Driving high, bring it down. Nice. Just a momentary pause at the top. Wonderful. Halfway through. There you go. Drive up, control down, and 3, 2, 1. Rest and switch. Same thing, opposite leg. And we'll go right into it. Here we go. Beautiful. Still using that upper body to help that backside brace. Up and push. Fantastic. Let's get 2 more quality reps. Up, hold, down, and last one. Drive it high and relax. Fantastic. Woo. All right, go ahead and hug both legs into the chest. Little double knee to chest. Take that into a little 2-knee twist. Arms out to the side. Bring both legs to one side, looking over the opposite shoulder. Get the low back a little relief here. And then midline strong to bring them up and across. Turn the head the opposite direction. Wonderful. One more time each side. There you go. And switching when you're ready. All right, last stretch we're going to do before we roll over and come up into down dog. It's going to be figure 4. So open up those outer hips for the lunges. Right foot on the left thigh, and then gently hug that left leg in. And notice the head position. If your neck's starting to arch up, lifting the chin, pull that chin in. Try to keep that neck nice and long. And let's roll that left ankle around just a little bit here, 5 times one way. Got some options for some jumping jacks on our final circuit, and then 5 times the other. Very nice. When you finish that ankle roll, go ahead and switch legs. Lower that one down, and same thing, second side. Up and in. Give it a good 20 seconds or so before you jump right in those ankle rolls. Give some focus to the outer hip. Closing those eyes. And breathe. And then ankle rolls when you're ready. Right foot about 5 times around. Very good. Reverse directions. And go ahead and release when you're ready. Fantastic. Gradually roll your way back over to all fours. We're going to take a moment into a down dog. Give a good stretch for those calves, and then we'll make our way up to our feet. So turning those toes under, driving those hips nice and high. Try to elongate through the backside. Little opening through the mid-back here, kind of pushing through the palms. Gently pulse that mid-back, pulsing the chest forward. And then we'll drop one heel down. Hold it for a moment. And switch it up, lowering the other heel down. So you need to get that heel close to the floor. Let's get about 5 petals on each side. Wonderful. And then when you're good with those calf stretches, walk the feet towards the hand, walk the hands towards the feet, and make your way on up. Good job. Come on up, grab a little drink of water. All right. While you're taking a drink, feel free. I'm going to just give a couple cues on the lunges and the step-ups for whichever option that you choose. Feel free while you're listening to me here, you can go a little behind the back stretch. You can add that forward fold if you'd like. But basically with the lunge, it's going to be all on one leg and then we'll switch. So you're going to step back, controlling that knee down if you're comfortable to do so. Front foot is planted on the ground. I realize you can't see my heel. Shin is vertical and you come into a high knee. So I reach back, drive through, knees high. On the box, it's going to be a similar movement. Full foot on the box or bench, driving tall, knee up, and then I control down, sitting back. So you want to avoid that knee dropping in. Knee high, sitting back. We don't want this knee dropping in. Foot should look the same as the lunge. So again, lunging on the left leg, then overhead press on the left, lunge or step up on the right leg, overhead press on the right. We did a couple of child's position. Let's just give a little elongation side stretch here. So we'll interlace the hands overhead, feet just outside the hips, a little bend in those knees, and then stretch out that side body here. Take it to one side, breathe in, and exhale to that opposite side. Good. Once more each way, taking it across. Breathe in, and second side. Fantastic. All right, shake it out, and then let's warm up just a couple squats to kind of prep those legs for the lunges or the step-ups. Heels down, chest tall, just reach back, drive those knees nice and wide. Fantastic. Good. 3 to 5 there. And anyone that doesn't feel ready for that full range of motion, lunge, kind of called a little giant step where you can step back nice and long. You can bring the knee a little bit down if you're comfortable to do so. Still focused on that front leg. And if you feel good in your balance, you'll still come to that high knee. All right, we're going to start in 15. I'm going to go unweighted for the lower body work on round 1. If you want to hold weights, you can hold it at the chin, at the side, or we'll add weights on the second 2 rounds. All right, left foot is either going to stay forward for the lunge or you'll set your foot on the box for the step up. 2, 1, here we go. Chest tall, drive through, and back and down. Good, come into that high knee. Very nice, Jean. Control, yeah, and drive tall. Beautiful. Back and down, up and forward. Nice. High, fantastic. 10 seconds left. hips nice and level. Maybe one more, 2, 1, and rotate. Very nice. Left hand with the overhead press. I'm mirroring you so it look like I'm on my right. And if you happen to be left-handed and feel like you're not as strong on your right, start on your non-dominant side. All right, feet pointing straight ahead. 2, 1, here we go. Pushing straight up to overhead and elbow forward as you lower. Yep, there you go, very nice. Nice smooth push. You can use this non-working hand. Sometimes I just like to place it on the abdomen. I try not to hold it on the waist a whole lot, mostly just because I want my midline to do the stabilizing work and not so much adding that with the hand. Drive it up, elbow forward, and 2, 1, rest and rotate. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the right side. We've got 15 seconds in between exercises, but if you're ready early and want a little bit longer session, feel free to get going with it. Otherwise, right foot is your forward foot on the lunge or on the box. Here we go. Drive through or step back. Very nice. Jean, switch those arms so the one's reaching back. Yeah, so those that are doing the lunges, you can get some good arm action in. The right foot's forward, and I'll step through and switch arms. Yes, very nice. Back and down. Good, I'll join you here and driving it up. So if there you go. Now you have it back and up. Maybe one more here. Control down and drive. Fantastic. Switch it up. Go ahead and grab that weight for the overhead press. Check in with your feet. Set those toes straight ahead. Standing tall without arching. Here we go. Push high. So either arm out to the side, gently placed on the upper part of the abdomen. I'm working a kettlebell here today, so we hold it just a little bit differently than a dumbbell. I'll go ahead and show it here. Some people aren't always sure how to hold the kettlebell. So it sits on the back of my hand, right? I can make like a triangle with the arm and elbow forward. Good, almost there. 1 or 2 more. Up, down, and last one. And rest. Fantastic. We're gonna take just a little over 20 seconds. We'll be back for set 2. I'm going to do the lunges on this round and hold a little bit of weight right underneath my chin. All right, so we're gonna have the left foot forward. I'm gonna mirror you, so I'll have my right forward. 2, 1, here we go. Your right foot steps back, drive up, drive that knee through. Good. Shin vertical on the left, chest nice and tall. Fantastic. Gripping those toes, that high knee just requires a little extra balance, a little bit more focus and stability work. Stepping that foot far enough back, keep a nice vertical shin. Slide and drive. Good focus, chest up. And last one, 2, 1, and rotate. Very nice. Same side of the body for the overhead press. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Set those toes straight ahead. Nice. Wonderful. Halfway. Good, good extension. Extending that arm all the way through, thing up, bringing the weight right over the center of the head. And last one. Good, and rotate. All right, same thing on the right side of your body. So you're gonna keep your right foot forward or right foot on the box. Standing nice and tall, 2, 1, here we go. Nice long step back. Try to avoid any wobble that front knee. Nice. Drive that knee up, lift the foot and toes. Yep. Good focus as you go down now. Good control. There you go. Excellent. Hips nice and level as you lower. Beautiful. Yep. And as I'm coming up and forward, I'm really focused on that front foot, driving that heel down, trying to propel myself up and forward. back, last one, and driving tall. Beautiful. All right, set that down for a moment. Shake it out, overhead press on the same side of the body. All right, going in 3, 2, 1, toes straight ahead. Here we go, pushing high. And while that upper body is doing the work, still have some engagement of the lower body. So give just a slight contraction of my thighs and glutes. When you're working that upper body, your base of your body is like your tree trunk. So you want a nice stable base of support. Good. Beautiful. Let's get one more. Drive it up, control it down, and rest. All right. We'll take just about 30 seconds. Then we'll be into our third round. Time for a drink of water. Seated up here in Colorado today, we're gonna have a high of 97. So brought it inside, a little hot in the sun today. All right, we're back to that left leg on either the lunge or the step up. You're gonna have that foot forward. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Back. Knee drives up. Good. Coming off the box is most commonly where we see the people's knees dive in. So you want to pay attention. You can start to notice that when you go up and down the stairs too. You want to make sure that your knee's not dropping in. Keeping it level. Go, let's get one more. Control down, chest tall, drive through. Beautiful. Set it down and get ready for that overhead press. Same side of the body. There you go. And 3, 2, 1. Last time on this overhead press, at least with a single arm. We have the option of some thrusters coming up. It's the first exercise in our final circuit. Thruster or just a regular squat. Nice. Oops, caught myself with my right toe kind of stepping out to the side here. It's pretty common. So I always kind of want to check in, realign those hips. Straight up, down. Let's get one more solid press. Elevates that shoulder and control. Beautiful. All right, let's balance it out. Opposite side of the body. We'll start in 10. Right foot forward or right foot on the box. 2, 1, and begin. Very good. Yep. Great job on that chest position, everyone. Chest stays tall. Trailing back. Drive through. Wonderful. Oops. Just gonked myself in the head with the kettlebell. That's fantastic. And maybe one more here. Staying focused, staying tall. Drive and relax. Beautiful. All right, let's balance it out. Overhead press on that side. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice. Lower body engaged. Front of the ribs tucked in and down. Pushing straight up. Good. 10 seconds. Wonderful. And 2, 1, all done there. Beautiful. All right. Shake it out. Grab a drink. We have 4 rounds of this next set. So I'm not going to demo the movements before we start. I'm going to demo them as we go. Some of you are going to already know them, so that will be good there. We're going to be going 30 seconds of a thruster, full squat into an overhead reach if you'd like. Then we'll be coming down to the floor, either a renegade row if you have some weights around, or the plank row. We'll be up for some jumping jacks. Plank drag through. You want to have your weight on the ground and drag it underneath your body. And then Indian with a little farmer's march, or like some skip and punch if you don't have weights to hold. Okay. So if you're not quite sure about those, You can always watch the first round. Join us when you're ready. Otherwise, we're going to start this fun in 15 seconds. Find a good camera spot here. Going in 10, starting with those thrusters. So you have your feet set for a squat, and 2, 1, here we go. Controlling down, drive, reach straight overhead. 30 seconds on this one. Breathe as you move. Squeeze the bum as you reach to overhead. Nice. Good pacing. There you go. Keeping that depth, staying strong in the bottom of that squat. Let's get one more. And transition. All right, set the weight down. Renegade rows if you have matching weights, or plank rows. Take a nice wide handprint, come into a push-up position or down on the knees, and when you're ready, row one arm up, and then the other side. So if you have one weight, kind of hold a plank position and alternate, picking that weight up and setting it down, or row that elbow as if you have weights, just like so. You have 45 seconds here. Focusing to keep the hips as level as you can to the shoulders. Trying to have a minimal amount of shift from side to side. Very nice. That's 30 seconds. Really key, those of you that aren't supporting on top of dumbbells, spread the fingers out. Grip the hand. Nice. Let shoulder blade back and down as you row, and there's our rest. Beautiful, coming right up to your feet for a little bit of blood flow. Jump jacks, dance, whatever you choose. 30 seconds here. Wonderful. From this 30 seconds, we go right back down, this time on the forearms for the plank drag through. 10 seconds left. Very nice. 2, 1, and here we go. Back to the floor, this time on those forearms. I'm going to take my weight on its side, pull it underneath my body. There goes our sign. Shifting side to side, holding nice and strong. First 20 seconds. Hold that head nice and neutral, so chin in, looking straight down. Kind of looking at my elbows here. Beautiful. We have 10 more seconds left on this one, and then we're going to come up to our feet for a farmer's march, holding whatever weight you have. That'll be at the end of round 1. And go ahead and rotate. Come on up to your feet. And I've got uneven weights today, so over the 4 rounds, I'm just going to try to hold them in alternating sides. Shoulders back, chest tall. Very nice. Feel free to move around your space. Awesome. All right. That's 30 seconds. We can go another 15, or if you want a full 30 seconds rest before your thrusters, take it now. Good job. Keep those shoulders pulled back, palms slightly turned forward. 2, 1, and there's our rest. 15 seconds. We'll be back to our thrusters. Whew. All right. Set those feet for the squat. 3, 2, 1. Round 2 of 4. Controlling down. Nice. Heels stay planted the whole time into that squat. I want to avoid that knee dropping in. Knees just gently push wide. That's our halfway. Breathing throughout here. Wonderful. Coming in those renegade rows in 2, 1, transition. Taking it right down. Nice wide handprint. Feet just a little bit wider than you would normally do for a push-up. Elbow up and in. Trying to keep those hips nice and level. Typically the side that you're lifting that arm, the hips like to lift up as well. Fantastic. 30 seconds in, 15 to go. We're popping up for some jumping jacks, step jacks, dance, anything to move a little bit of blood. 2, 1, come on up to the feet. Woo. All right. You're gonna do like a little running high knees. There you go. This also works as a rest break too. If anyone needs an extra rest, it's a great time to take it. 15 seconds. Then we're right back down for those plank drag throughs. There you go, good. Smile. Keep it fun. 2, 1, transition. On the forearms, weight on one side of the body. Hips level, you're reaching under and bringing that weight across. If you don't feel ready to go into that single arm support, you could just simply hold a front plank here on the forearms. Fantastic. That's our 30-second mark. Feel free to take a rest there. Watch that you're not letting those hips sink down. Pulling the belly button in. Avoid overarching that back. Wonderful. Come up for our farmer's march. And 2, 1, come on up. All right. Using uneven weights. Try to remember where you're holding it. Good. It's our first 15. Recommend between 30 and 45 here. 30 seconds gives you 30 seconds rest in between rounds. 45 gives you 15. There's the 30. Nice work. Tall chest here. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and take that rest. All right, we're back to the thrusters in 15 seconds. All right, set those feet for the squat. This is round 3 of 4. 2, 1, and begin. Sitting those hips back. Don't let the knees shoot forward. So hips back, chest up. There we go. And straight up. Nice, first 15 seconds. Nice and smooth up and down. Wonderful. Maybe one more. And rotate. Renegade rows or plank rows. Coming down onto the hands. Elbow straight up. Full 45 here. Always best to take a break before you kind of lose that midline strength. This is one you can come off the hands, shake them out for a second, and then jump back in when you're ready. Moving well. Just keeping those hips up. That's our 30 seconds. Good, pulling the belly button in as you move. Maybe one more each side. Very nice. Up to the feet. Rest break. Dance. Little hop around. Gentle rebounding. Anyone has a rebounder in place. One of those little mini trampolines. Those are fantastic as well. Woo! All right, good work. 10 seconds. We're back down for the plank drag through. 2, 1, transition back to the floor. Onto the forearms this time. Give those hands a break. Nice. First 15 seconds done. Moving well. That's that 30-second mark. Feel free to take a break there. Otherwise, holding strong, holding tight. Maybe one more each side. And coming on up. Farmer's carry, farmer's march. Here we go. Staying tall. Breathe as you move. Wonderful. Watch that fallen posture here. Lift up, exaggerate how tall. That's 30 seconds. 30 seconds till we start our final round. Nice work. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and there's our pause. 15 seconds. We're into 4. Or if you're like, whoa, that's enough for me, take the break there. Hang out for a few minutes for the cool down stretch. Otherwise, set those feet for the squat. Slight toe out. Chest tall. 2, 1, begin. You can also use this last round as a cool down if you'd like. If you want a harder effort, you can go faster or just be nice and rhythmic about it. Kind of pause on the shoulders, come into the squat, nice and controlled. Doesn't always have to be rapid fire. Wonderful. 1 or 2 more. And 2, 1. Rotate, coming down for that renegade row or plank row. Hips nice and level. Feet a little wider than a typical push-up. Keep a little play in those elbows, so not locking them out. First 15 seconds. Fantastic. Second 15 seconds, there's 30. Wonderful work. And maybe 1 more on each side. That's our 45. Jumping jack, skipping, bounding, rebounding, your choice. Woo! Wonderful, good. Got some cross-body punch going with the little march and skip. 10 seconds. We'll get down for our final plank drag through. All right, getting ready to transition and rotate. On the forearms. Holding tight. Stay connected to that breathing. This exercise and then the march to finish. That's our first 15. There we go. And there's our 30 seconds. 15 more to go. And 2, 1, and final rotation. If you took that time off, if you can join us for this final march, a little more blood flow before we do our cool down stretch. Grab your weights, shoulders back, and let's march it out. 45 seconds to finish here. If you're comfortable to step backwards, you can walk forwards and then backwards. That's the first 15 seconds, 30 to go. Still trying to rotate those palms just a little bit forward. We're just trying to avoid this forward posture. So we want to kind of exaggerate the other way. Keep pulling that chin in. 30 seconds done. Woo. Almost there. Final little march. 2, 1, and everybody done. Woo! All right. Nice work. Set it down. Virtual high fives. Grab a little drink, and then we're going to stretch. Well done. All right, I'm going to start us standing. with that little hip flexor that I was talking about when we were doing our quad stretch on the floor earlier. So you're going to step your right foot forward, left foot back. So just kind of inferring if you're in a car ride, when you get up out of the car, pumping gas, you can pretty easily like stagger the feet, reach up to overhead, really open up this whole front line of the body here. Reach tall, and we're going to rotate gently. Rotate your torso so you're looking over your right leg. Assuming that one's in the front. You can give just like a little shift to that trail hip. So I squeeze the glute, like push the hip forward, and then rotate. One more time. Shift it back. Shift it forward, lifting up through that torso and rib cage as I rotate. Very good. Drop those arms down. Same thing other side. Your left foot forward, right foot back. Stretch it up nice and tall, lifting up out of those hips. Now we'll gently shift the hip and turn the torso towards your left. I'm just ever so gently taking my left hand, kind of grab it onto my right wrist and just encouraging a little bit more rotation. Shift back, shift forward, squeeze the bum, and turning towards the side. Beautiful. Shake it out. From here, you can either stay in that standing stagger stance, or if you're comfortable to come down to a kneeling position like a lunge, we're going to add a little tricep side bend next. I'm going to take it down to the floor. If your left leg is down or left leg is back, you're going to reach that left arm up, ribs down, adding the triceps to it. So I'll reach up, lifting up out of those hips, gently shift forward. And now instead of rotating, we're going to side bend. Take it laterally towards the lead leg. Breathe in, back to center. Exhale, take it to the side. Breathe in and out. Good, a couple more. Keep gently sinking into that trail leg, squeezing the bum. And release. All right, go ahead and switch sides. Opposite leg forward. If anyone is standing, we are going to come to our knees after this one. So we'll do the same thing on this side. Trail leg, arm up, bend that elbow, reaching up, and then tricep side bend on this opposite side. Inhale, exhale into that side bend, still giving some love to that hip flexor. I really feel it kind of up into my torso on this side. It's all connected. Good, a couple more. Fantastic. Release there. We're going to go back to that first side. So here's where if you're standing, you're going to probably need to come down the floor or modify some way, maybe elevate your foot on the couch. Elbow on the inside of the knee. Then you're going to slide down the shin, kind of hover by the instep here. We're going to be doing some reaching with the arms, kind of get some rotational work through the rib cage. So if your right leg's forward, doesn't really matter which hand you start with, but if you use your outside hand, you're going to crawl those fingers. You want to see how far can you reach underneath that lead leg. And then you're going to rotate out, lifting up, follow the hand with the gaze. And also this is a great spot. If this is like a tough position for you, you can use a block down by the instep to kind of support this hand on. So I'm going to do that 3 times. Again, I'm going to reach that hand underneath that leg, rotate out, lift up, follow the hand. Good. Once more. Now that you've done it with the outside arm, same idea with the inside arm. So again, I could put that block here underneath this arm. Now I'm going to walk the hand underneath the opposite arm, lift and rotate there. Pause in that open position, crawl under, and lift and rotate. Very nice. Once more. And before we switch sides, we're going to kind of take a little series here. So if you're comfortable to do so, you can either keep it on the ball of the foot or turn that back foot under, and you're going to gently sit back and extend the front leg. And taking it into a hamstring stretch here. So nice and gentle, sit tall, bow forward. You can pull those toes back for you. If you want to reach forward for your toes, you can. One more breath here. And now we're going to be coming forward and we're going to make our way into pigeon. So with your front leg, you all should be like on your right side. Bring that leg down, square the hips and shoulders best you can. Go ahead and make your way into a pigeon. About 30 seconds here for the first 15 seconds. If you want to lay forward, you can, or stay upright the whole time. If you want to go a little bit deeper into the stretch, you can take the left hand and look to grab that trail foot. Another 10 seconds here. And go ahead and gradually release. You're going to sit onto your right hip and swing your trail leg, that left leg around. Final one here, seated twist, and then we'll balance ourselves out on the opposite side. Hugging that leg in. We're going to focus mostly on the glute stretch here. I'm not going to take you too deep into the twist today. Sitting nice and tall. Go ahead and turn the head though, looking over your left shoulder. Let's go 2 more breaths here. Breathing in through the nose, 1 more, out through the mouth. And gradually release. So the side that you're hugging, that's going to become the front leg, and we're going to go back into that lunging position. So with your right knee down, left foot forward, and we're going to start with that instep. So left elbow on the inside of the knee, slide down the shin. Hover here by this instep first, invite that outer left hip to open. And then when you're ready, we'll start with the left arm, your right arm, my bad. Walking underneath that left leg and then lifting up, rotating out. Follow the eyes, follow the hand with the eyes. Walk it under, lift and rotate. Great time to use your block or a pillow here to assist. Reaching under and open. Beautiful. Same thing, opposite arm. Left hand crawls underneath that right arm. And rotate back. We're running just a little bit long today. Apologize about that. 1 more time. Very nice. From here, either staying on the ball of the foot or turning that foot down, gradually sitting back, extending that front leg for a gentle hamstring stretch. Sitting tall, leaning forward. You want to reach out and grab the toes, you can. Just make sure you're not like shaking really hard here. Just be gentle with it. Good, a couple more breaths. Very good. From there, come on up. Square the hips and shoulders for pigeon. I stayed tall the whole time on the other side. If you want to lay forward, you can lie forward the first 15 seconds or so. Those hips relatively square to the shoulders and just gently rock. You want to grab that back foot, same side arm. Staying tall here. Almost done. Very nice. Go ahead and release that foot if you're holding on to it and sit onto your left hip. Swing that right leg around. Hugging the leg in. Final one. Sit tall, gently turn the head. And I didn't take you too deep into this twist on the opposite side, so I'm not going to do so here. A couple more breaths. Last one. And relax. All right, everyone, that's all we have for today. Great time here to lie flat on your back. Take a couple minutes. Make sure, keep yourself hydrated, especially if it's getting hotter and hotter where you are as well. And enjoy your weekend. Talk to you next time.